for New Orleans. They throw good, Edwards. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to close to 20. And Kobe Bryant, who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Here's Rondo, following the score by Atlanta.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block. Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Now, here is James. Here's Posey. Back to James.
Get there. 2017, I was spinning that on rims, and you ain't gotta like me. It's some that will. You can talk on YouTube, but I'm making these meals. My crib's so ducked off, I can bike when I feel, and I really be sparing. Pull up in that 992 and yo, going on. Thanks to that. You know it's good. You know it's good. You know it's good. You know it's good. They don't know it's my way.
You know, I think it's about that time again. You already know it's about to be the coldest summer ever, right? Before they burn around steady. I was just burning out, but I was learning how to stretch it like a finger bowl. Never been played with cause of some same that was at these other. See, I was respecting the hustlers. Y'all be respecting it. I be with shakers and movers, counting my blessings cause one day you lose it. I was respecting the hustlers. Y'all be respecting it. I be with shakers and movers, counting my blessings cause one day you lose it. Hey, boy, you know I had to dip set my wrist. Just that ride around. Drive around with them chains on my chest. Just that hustle music when the hustle moving, they ride around with that. This is my go get it, we gon' go get it, we gon' go get it, that's it. Boy, you know I had to dip set my wrist. I really earned it like it, I ain't heard about it, I ain't have more, I just tip a thorough, this is still the made it rich. I really made it out, they didn't hate about it, that's enough to make it sick. I was laying out with the vultures. He wanna get closer, he wanna touch for some closure, I ain't got time, baby, tuck your emotion. I've been the one with the motion, I've been the one that was chosen. Y'all stuck like we frozen, this is the shot, baby, this is the coach. Boy, you know I had to dip set my wrist. Just that ride around and that drive around with them chains on my chest. Just that hustle music when the hustle moving, they ride around with that. This is my go get it, we gon' go get it, we gon' go get it, that's it. Chicago!
make you. I do damage. Can't stand it. Psycho bandit. Like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. Get the Sprite in. Pull the out the pantry. Take it and I'm dancing. She bop like a. I'm like a candle. Up in the car seat. Hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever I'm. Buying at the party.
I'm fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's my lady Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that cool boy, I keep that. We done went right there all the way to the sun. Get in the pocket like a. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went and gave to my brother. But then I oh, the supper. Why would you keep a little sucker? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, rock the bus. What my house look like? Walk in, she gon' make you. I do damage. Can't stand it. Psycho bandit. Like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. Get the Sprite. Pull the out the pantry. You ain't fly, you looking dummy. I probably. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. Brother, they got a TV, huh? They boy like a BB, huh? How you don't see me, huh? Push it like seaweed, huh? Why let on BB, huh? When I'm creeping, huh? In the genie, huh? Cause you saying I'm, huh? So boy, all top, popping up, cross town, got it in him, bending through, in the hood, yellow tags, he gon' drip, curve way, what it is, take the time, in the sunland, remix, what a wit, keep it lit, we the new Delph Road, Manor Park, Melrose, Bride County, let's go, whole hood behind me, Golden Acres, Pine Tree, ugly corner, ski, on the scene, screaming glee, say you bout it, let me see, rap your hood, let me see, let me see. Let me see, throw it up, let me see, 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 let me see. Fast music, 954, all the da-da-do, all the rock and blue, 7-4. Hit the club, it's a move, parking lot. Let me see, can you do it? New paddock, red roof. Let me see you throw it back, driftwood, where you at? Post it up, little hater, Haitian boy, crazy Haitian boy, tell the home, new dome, on crump, west side, east side, back port, power height, one of them, deep side, sunrise, alright. Let me see, 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 let me see. Hit a lick, drop a wall, peel all the way back, 4th, 5th, 5 dog, recipe, Haitian pack, cross tracks, by you, everybody getting money, me and Stat, chasing cars on them blocks, serving. Kaya City, one hand, flat flag, deal feel, keep it real. Play that game, SG, yes sir. Play that game, SG, yeah. Haitian boy, ZML, baby snipe, 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 baby snipe. Let me see, 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 let me see. You get about me, they kind of Palm Beach, Parkway, Lauderdale. Haitian boy, can you tell? In the field, straight. She from Dilla, throw that in the mirror. Then revere, send my love to the joint. Can't forget Canal Point, CB, doing city, poke kind and get with me. LP, Franklin Park, Hollandale, Liberia, Danny Beach, Carvin Ranch, recipe, the YG, Zone 10, represent, young in the 10, new era, what to do, don't be scared, rep a crew, Lincoln Park, let me see, 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 all my in the state, everybody gon' fizz. Poker locker, third out, home stay. In the poker bean projects in Ferrari, me and Fred made a post by me 4 months. He was little van, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Alabama, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Let me see, 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 let me see.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel. Mixing nut with a. She got thick, but she wanna get thin again. Drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim, cause she wanna be Kim in them. Alright. I know they are bad, stop acting. She ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had. My whip could have been in a Tokyo drift car, it's fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew it. Now this gal want me and I'm rich, let's do it.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as her life is squinting, can't just stare. We're babe through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could have changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100, it won't fit in one SUV, no. SOS, somebody rescue me, I got too many, I got, they could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright. Like, send the address through, please.
SUV, the outside white, the inside brown like Michael Jack. More time and bill a line and spend like I don't even like my stack. Came on an Irish ferry, let go and it sound like a tap dance. The way that I bought, no yellow, the ref had to give me a black card. Who did what we're doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years of doing a cat sprinter. 2 gal in a van, in 2 man in Milan, her.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And here is Washington. Pass to Yao. And it's in there.
Man, this is way too easy for me, using his massive size to do a lot of damage inside.
Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And Yao slams it in.
When Yao gets the ball anywhere close to the rack, he's got one thing on his mind. Throw that thing down.
Here's Westbrook. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Yao. Pass to Washington. And it's Yao missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he gets it to go.
Elton Brand.
Well, textbook there by Brand on the pass, spotting an open teammate and just getting it to him in rhythm.
Remains the Warriors ball.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell. Westbrook with it. Harden outside. Pass to Kessler. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Yao.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Michael Redd.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And watching Mitchell there, he was just sitting on that one.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force who also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
Now, here's Mitchell. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Yao. And Yao slams it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Buy me some juice that'll break my... Another I'll ride into. Then plus me, plus we, plus you. Catch your flight for the weekend, and I was thinking Mallorca could be real cute. I won't, and I know you're gonna really give it up, cause... Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere tonight. Text me and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Come around tonight. Prove it and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere you like. Prove it and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere you like. Prove it and I just might. I'm doing my dance. I'm doing my dance. I'm doing my dance. Popping this. I'm doing my. Popping this. I'm doing my dance. I'm doing my dance. Doing my. I'm doing my dance.
Wake up, filthy.
Hold up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up. The billions put that side. My vibe tryna go for a ride. I put vet match right on her. Put the mask on, cause I be all red. I stay with the all red. We pull up. all red. Somebody all red drive. We done pushed that way. Just like you can get bleed. I used to ride badges, then I got reach. This is a she can't be my yeah. This is a she can't be my yeah. I come to your spot. I come to your spot. I come to your spot. Hold up. I got the drop, we laid it. Hold up. Get stolen vehicle, dread it. Hold up. Push in your block. Push in your block. Somebody send them a prayer. Somebody send them some prayers. I guess going crazy. I need a whole nother level. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm a different type player. I'm a different type player. I'm a credit player. Shot it, knock his gun. Shot it, normal slayer. Shot it, tree like mail. Right here. Driving the cool road down. I'm about to get us. Upside down, cross, turn to my neck, show them up. Upside down, cross, turn to my neck, show them up. Upside down, cross, turn to my neck, show them up. Upside down, cross, turn to my neck, show them up. The billions put that side. My bride tryna go for a ride. I put bed mask right on her. Put the mask on, cause I be all red. I stay with the all red. We pull up all red. Somebody all red drive.
They won't see me blessed. Trying to take my blessings. They ain't trying to see me. Bless. All these people with bad energy. Y'all need a fast remedy. It's giving sad energy. Bringing up bad memories. Baby, I'm too good for the bad vibes. Look too good to be chastised. Dripping that water like I just been baptized. Smiling as big as he ain't even got me, I myself. Need an opinion, I'll ask myself. I might as well spend this little cash myself. Been out here getting this back myself. Putting the work in the trenches. It all worked out, bench press. They like how I spit my sentence. Bars on lot, sentence. Big old watch, Benton. I'm in another dimension. I could've bought, but I'm renting. Rather put that in investment. Turn up the vibes them to the sun up. Too many bags that I got to run up every time. I come up, I got all the. I got talking a wide selection. You trying to take my blessings. Get whatever you like. The math ain't right. I do numbers that gon' make your head spin. I'm the one that they call for the help. I'm the one pulling card get dealt. I'm taking my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they wanna take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. They don't wanna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they wanna take my blessings? Gonna put them boys to rest. Bless. I can feel it in my gut, I'm gonna be super up. I can feel it in my chest, I'm finna be stupid rich. I'm talking stupid checks. I'm already blessed when I get mine, I'm stupid blessed. I spend that grip, ain't saving. I ain't no Superman. I took that, I changed that, now she know who the man. I never lost, she still my sauce, she living through the man. She come right back and for me like two hands. I sent her out and she came back and gave me blue bands. I'm moving smooth.
Going to be Salt Lake City off the tip. Up top, Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Mitchell wide open. Here's Yao. And finished off by Yao.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Pass to Yao. Good work defensively by Yao.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here now is Weber. Rebound by Yao Ming. And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Washington. Launches a three. They get it back.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
He doesn't get the second one. Outside Irving. Back to Yao. Lots of room. Another shot. Pass to Weber. The tray. The shot's good from Yao.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And here is Red. Back to Mitchell. Now Vassell, just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by New Orleans. To the middle, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
Now here is Yao. New Orleans moving the ball around. It's blocked by Shaq. Pass to Yao. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Yao's got 6.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Weber gets the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
No good from outside.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Weber. And again, it's Salt Lake City from deep.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
O'Neal on the wing. That one goes in. It's now 8 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
With the score.
And it's Salt Lake City.
22. The New Orleans team. 7.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Salt Lake City.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
A kick out to O'Neal. Look from Yao. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Yao's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Salt Lake City. On the wing, James. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Salt Lake City. 17-point lead, their biggest.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Goes up on the block. Yao gets the bucket. Yao's got 7.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Salt Lake City leading by 15. Poked away. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Yao.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
You got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Timeout for New Orleans.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. One guy who's been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Oh!
Man, fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to McGrady. Puts up a 3. Gortat with the rebound. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Now, here is Gortat. Still yet to score. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength,
length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close. And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Pass to James. Here's Red. 6 to shoot. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And again, no good by New Orleans. McGrady outside. And Duncan gets it to go in.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Back to Rondo. Pass to Red. Can they get it? It's tipped. That's a 2 from Butler. A dominating first half of basketball.
With the score, Salt Lake City, 41. The New Orleans team, 11.
And
oh lame, I ain't got no juice. Oh lame, I ain't got no motion. Flexing on these like I'm Hulk Hogan. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Handle business. I'm on the industry and God is my witness. Let's go, 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 let's go. Eastside got that, I'm serving it. Ben GT, I'm swerving it. Tell me what's the word, what you heard it. Hood tat on me permanent. Where you from, ain't heard of it. Show me for you owe me, look. We ain't boo. With me, my mood switch. Till my hand hurt. Pull that out and see who legs work. Eastside be the Mecca, don't ever get it backwards. Eastside like, Eastside got that. Eastside like, Eastside, this ain't what you think, this ain't what you want. Eastside only, Eastside do the most. Eastside like, got that Eastside, got that Eastside like, Eastside, this ain't what you, this ain't what you, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Eastside only, hey, do the most. Okay, this no surprise. Eastside know the vibes. Get down, look me in my eyes. If you make it, I'm gonna do my job. Yes. I can whip it, I can drive it. Depending on her mileage, I'm passenger in her rocket. Yeah, beefing over. Oh no, I don't want no problemo. Push me to the limit, I jump out and show you my demo. Eastside like, Eastside got that. Eastside like, Eastside, this ain't what you think, this ain't what you want. Eastside only, Eastside do the most. Eastside like, got that Eastside, got that Eastside like, Eastside, this ain't what you, this ain't what you, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Eastside only, do the most. Eastside do the most.
really came from selling CDs in the packages to living out my childhood dreams. Who could imagine this? I know what it's like to be broke, so I'ma cherish this. Born king, hustler, soul running through my heritage. Broken bummy, man, sometimes it was embarrassing, but held my honor, these walking around him meritless. That's why you only believe half of what these tell you. I knew my drive had to be stronger than my fear of failure. I knew my time was coming, getting banks, I'm like Azalea. I'm dressed in green to make the league, and I ain't talking Zelda. And as you grow, your hunger grows with it. And the gimmick, I just put my soul in it. And I can never trust these that's stuck in their ways. The rap game of flick, y'all ever knew these actors portray. But hey, one chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. I'm a go-getter, yeah, a cold. I remember bank account really had no figures. Now I'm chilling someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision. I see this with my eyes closed. Ain't grew up. I ain't got no phony bravado. Only time I clap that they was yelling bravo. Yo, I grew up in a home where that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the song, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. There was no love for me, I was up and coming. I faced doubts and had worries, but I wasn't busted. Look, they tried to steal my glory, say it wasn't nothing. But God's the author of my story, not the play. One chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. Now I ain't saying money is everything. It sure make things a lot more convenient for real.
Laughing with the bosses, toasting up with the goons. I take it and make him a room. The elephant is a go in the room. Your life trying to shoot to the moon. My youngin', he ain't make it to school. Life been coming fast, I'm trying to get in my groove.
And so, off the tip, it's New Orleans. Here's Yao, and Yao slams it in.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
Red with the ball. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And here's Washington outside. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
In the corner, George with it. They need this. Atlanta again missing. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. 7-point differential. And now we've got the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. George. Out to Edwards. Rebound by Yao. Vassell with it. Picked up by Edwards. To the middle. Out to Brunson. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here's Brunson. Now May getting it to go from deep. Over Mitchell. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Pass to Yao. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And Yao slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Vassell. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. On the wing, Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And another 3 for New Orleans.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. New Orleans leading by 12. Down low. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Smart play by Edwards. Comes up with the steal and then just gets the ball up the court.
And the rejection by Stoudemire. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Brunson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta. And so it's New Orleans going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident.
Your home team, 12.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart play.
Here's Yao. They get it back. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
New Orleans leading by 8. And finished off by Yao.
And how about Ming just going to work? His guys are getting him the ball, and boy, is he rewarding.
And here's George for 3. Rebound by Yao. Pass to James. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Stoudemire, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Yao slams it in.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done. And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And that one, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 11. Stoudemire. You can change shot. And the layup is good. Brunson's got 7.
And how about the hustle there from Brunson? Excellent work. Just using energy.
Back to Rondo. .152 left in the first half. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Stoudemire. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
To the inside. Gortat with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Back to Rondo. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And DiVincenzo is good for 3. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 14 now for New Orleans. Back to George. Nelson and Smith with the assist that time. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And that last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Atlanta. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
And a wide-open look for James. Hits from the high post.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused.
Oh,
yes! Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Goes up the baseline. Rebound, Atlanta.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the bucket. Smith's got 6.
And no fear of where the D was on that one. Smith going right to the basket.
James outside. And so it's New Orleans.
The first half with the score. Your home team, 28. The away team, 35.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so Edwards will bring it up for Atlanta. 7-point differential. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Webb. Ron right side. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
And here is Webb. Here's Red. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Stoudemire. Stolen by Webb. And now here comes Red leading the break.
And Red is such an outstanding offensive player. A lefty shooter who can just take over games on his own.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Atlanta calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Free throw good, Red. Both free throws good from Red.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to McDaniels. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Yao. This one for three. Does not go down. And this makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Williams with a clean look. Another three for Atlanta.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And Adams sends it back. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. .133 left to play in the third. Here's McDaniels. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Yao can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A putback. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another three for Atlanta.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Atlanta now. They're on an 18-5 run here. Got that one up quick. DeRozan's got the lead back up to 9 now for Atlanta. Back to Mitchell. Launches it. It's hauled in by Adams. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. With the drive. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
They grab their own miss. Red outside. Offline. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring.
Home team 49. The away team.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. New Orleans trails by 9. Williams with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. McDaniels in the post. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Please give a big round of applause for your dead team.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. And they'll get another chance. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Atlanta?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
How about the ball hockey defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steal.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
Oh, deadly from out there. Red can get high in a hurry.
Stoudemire, and that is good. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
New Orleans trails by 10. Pass to Yao. And finished off by Yao.
The defense has been locked in on Mitchell, but he's done a good job making the right play.
Stoudemire, right side. Good work defensively by Yao. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple point. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Back to Washington. From downtown, it's hauled in by George.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Donovan Mitchell. First personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. New Orleans trails by 6. Pass to Red. Lets it go from deep. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Atlanta leads by 8.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now up top over Stoudemire. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And it's Stoudemire missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And when you need points, Yao is a great option. He just goes on the attack.
And here's Brunson outside. Out left to the wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Michael Red.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Outside, George. Atlanta calls timeout. They're ahead by 7. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Yao can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Edwards. Atlanta again missing. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 7. Vassell. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
What a shot by Vassell. That man is a competitor.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 6. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
It's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Atlanta with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for
My Mary, throw your crew not with the worldwide give. Why?
Same truth, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Kitty. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. I'm with all that.
DJ, bomb them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know you know. God know. I'm on the go. But bad man I try to stop me though. I know. I'm on the go. Yeah. Don't me all coming up the show. Yeah. I'm so special. So special. That's why boy, I pray with the girl and them want chase like petal. Tanja, I'm so special. So special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black but pull it red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC a dirty heart you a got from that seat. Now them a say me mark and each time I walk them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me not regret. Yeah. I'm so special. So special. That's why them a pray with the girl and them a chase like special. But I'm so special. I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-faced expression. If you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor death all the same thing. Jackass Steven at the swine for. In pharmacy too much, that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes, you have yearned, so what the bag of bad man. Besides, let them go to work, so them want me shine for. Biggie them what them a mix me in a for. Are the same thing. Rise him 9 for. Every dirty work, Josh shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make you special. And so special, so special, so special. That's why them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah, I'm so special. I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm Jah make you special. And so special, so special, so special. That's why them a previous the girl and them a chase like brother is a special delivery. The moment live in the misery, but that day we never see special delivery. From my mother deliver me. I'm on the go, I'm on the go. But them bad man I want to stop me go. Chano, I'm on the go, I'm on the go. But them can't play me like the puppy show. Cause Jah make me special. And so special, so special, so special. That's why me them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah make me special. And so special, so special, so special. That's why me them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah
Darling, you dahine. I was wondering, Beku kesi ifefe. What is on your mind? I'm just waiting for you to tell me, baby. Ila my bed, here they are, so I know. Microphone, where do we get one more in one more time?
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Outside, George. It's Brunson, top of the key. It's Edwards on the wing. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Yao. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Launches a three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the trip.
Tipped away. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. Led with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Yao, no luck.
Well, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Donovan Mitchell.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Near the three-point line, it's Red. It's good. 9 points for Yao.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Offline with his three. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, good work by Yao, spotting the open man. That isn't usually a big part of what he does.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
New Orleans with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Edwards. Outside, George. From deep three-point land. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Head for three. And again, no good by New Orleans. For three, Edwards. 2 seconds left. Missed inside. And so it's New Orleans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
For the visiting team, 11.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And he comes up with the deuce.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. For three, Smith. And stolen by James. Here's Yao. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Those no one can match up against them. Simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Pass to Yao. And finished off by Yao.
And this is why Yao Ming is an all-star caliber talent, because of that ability to just dominate offensively.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
And James, another dime that gets dropped, someone that just loves involving his teammates.
Smith outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to George. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. George has got 5 now.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Make some noise.
And it's Rondo with the ball for New Orleans. They've led by as many as 11 points. Count it.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Back to Rondo.
First half, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. James connects from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Outside Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Atlanta trails by 12. And here's Edwards from the arc. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pass to George. Love 3. That's tipped.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's Brunson. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Mitchell. Good.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
And then George with the jam.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
The Atlanta trails by 9.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Just 3 on the clock. And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
19. The visiting team, 28.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. New Orleans leading by 9. Here's Red. Hasn't made one yet. Castellan. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta with the rebound. Stolen by Washington. And they're on the break. Yao, that's good. Yao's got the first field goal of the second half for New Orleans.
And how about the big fella being out there in front on the break?
And stolen by Yao. Pulls it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Yao's got 19 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
That was your new team. Make some noise.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Siakam. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Oh, great move by Siakam. That is why they call him Spicy Pete.
Red with the ball. Still yet to score. Trains the three-pointer.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Out to DeRozan. Second chance shot. And he hits the jumper for two.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
New Orleans shoot their first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
New Orleans making a switch here. First one falls for him.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Kept alive. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Siakam trying to free himself up. DeRozan's shot is off. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
The Atlanta trails by 14. DeRozan for 3. Sinks the triple. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
So dangerous off the bounce. DeRozan with the top-notch pull-up game.
And the shot is good.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Over Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now Red. There's the triple. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lets it go from 14. Here's Siakam. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw drops for Mitchell. New Orleans making a switch here. And Mitchell drops them both. The Atlanta trails by 13. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. For three, Mitchell. That one doesn't go. That shot is off. And so it's New Orleans. 13 points up at the end of the period.
The away team, 43.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Brunson. Three-pointer. Rebound by Yao Ming. New Orleans leading by 13. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Siakam.
Obviously, Yao is just so huge defensively, it's almost impossible to guard him legally.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's DeRozan. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Pass to Yao. Over Siakam. Yao's shot is good. Yao's got the lead up to 14 now for New Orleans.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Outside, James. From the arc. Hands it from downtown. And now it's up to 25 points for Yao.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Outside DeRozan. Brunson outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
The shot's good from Yao.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
They need this. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Yao. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:43 left here in the 4th quarter.
For the away team.
Back to Rondo. Lets it go. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
Pass to DeRozan. From deep 3-point territory. Yao Ming pulls it in.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Checking in for the away team.
New Orleans leading by 22. Uncovered. And he hits the jump shot. Yao's got 34. That was a...
He did not do that. He did not just do that.
What was he doing? I can't believe he knocks that down. Just call it temporary insanity and move on.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Here's New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Siakam inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Coming off the floor for the away team, LeBron James.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Home team ball. Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's DeRozan missing. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 21. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Yeah, sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
12 seconds left in the game. Brunson, no good. Fires from way outside. That shot, no good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
you love, don't act crazy. Want you to be the one to give me my baby. Want you to be the one to give me my baby. Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. You wanna, but I'm off that. It's time to move on and get a new. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl, and I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rockin', baby, ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it.